In the process of updating our records management, this is something that's sort of ongoing given technology and the changes. We reached out to all of the former secretaries of state to ask them to provide any records they had.
Well, that was State Department spokeswoman Marie Harf attempting to speak on Tuesday, attempting to explain that the release of Hillary Clinton's emails were needed because of a system update somehow, maybe. But listen to what she said yesterday when she was asked if they were needed because the State Department realized they would need documents to respond to the Benghazi Select Committee. Here she is.
We have had an ongoing process, as NARA has had too, to update regulations, clarify policies, make sure we have the records we need. So that was part of that process. This predated the request from the Select Committee.
Ouch. Joining us now with her reaction is someone who knows a lot about what it's like to stand at a podium and answer questions, co-host of The Five, our friend Dana Perino. Dana, when you see that, I mean, part of you needs to feel sorry for her because you have to. But how did that happen? And what are her superiors?
Do you remember when you were a little kid and you got to go to the circus and there was the high wire act? Yeah. And you sat there and you're like, ooh, that's how I feel watching her briefings because you think she's going to fall and there's no net. Okay, I wish that she would just take my advice, like just stop talking about it because there are no good answers here. Every time she gives an answer, within 48 hours, you can bet it's going to have to be reversed. That was true on the Clinton Foundation taking foreign money. Okay, they actually said that she said at the State Department, we cleared all of those. Well, in a reversal, that's the main lead of 2 AP stories that she has had to correct. In a reversal, if the AP is saying in a reversal, that means that you have done something wrong, which means you don't need to prepare for the day's briefing that you're working on. You need to prepare for the one 3 days ahead of you. So you have to have some psychic powers or at least some sense to protect yourself because no one is protecting her. She is not protecting her current boss, and she is not protecting the boss that she hopes to work for in 2016.
Well, and that boss needs to come out and say something, right? I mean, is a tweet enough?
That's why I feel
blow over?
That's why I feel sorry for them, is that they are trying to defend the indefensible. However, it's hard for me to believe that no one at the State Department, anyone at the archivist, anyone at in the records management didn't once raise a red flag to say, oh my gosh, you realize that the Secretary of the United States, Secretary of State is out of compliance with the Federal Records Act?
That's what I want to get to. You obviously worked in the White House. You know this intimately. And reading reports from others who have worked in the federal government at that high level have said it's one of the first things you're told when you come in, right? You have to comply with the way in which we do
you have to sign a document that says you got your ethics briefing. In the ethics briefing, that's what it says, that you have to use government account for government email. You can have a personal account. So, for example, I could have a personal account that says, Peter, did you pick up the dry cleaning? Okay. Then I might actually say on my personal account, Peter, did you pick up the dry cleaning? And oh, by the way, we're cutting off aid to Pakistan. Right. Okay. Now, if I said that on my personal email, that then would have to be pasted and copied. But you can't do your entire government business, even if it is just a scheduling matter, on your personal email and then say the burden of proof is on the recipients of the email. Right. In addition, the other thing is when she says it had nothing to do with the Benghazi committee, that actually it's not true, and it's actually easy to find out, which makes me worry about her being on that tightrope with no net because there's no one supporting her. No one around her says, actually, you know what, it was the Benghazi committee, the reason that we had to release the documents. And they let her go out there and say things that have to be reversed, and it's hurting her career, it's hurting her credibility, and the credibility of the United States of America. She is an official spokesperson for the State Department. Everyone around the world is watching this.
And no one comes to her defense.
Depressing. Yeah. That's depressing. Dana, it was great.
And so there.
It's great to have you on this morning. Thank you.
Wow, I'm all fired up.
Bring it on a Saturday morning. Thanks, Dana. Great to see you.
All right, coming up.